and I know the crowd wanted him to win more. That's okay. No. It's all right. It's all right. I still love you guys. Don't worry.
Novak Djokovic is one of the best tennis players in the world, having won 20 Grand Slam singles titles since he started playing professionally in 2003. This huge feat is comparable with that of Roger Federer, and he just lags behind Nadal, who has 22 titles to his glory. In the words of the journalist Ben Rothenberg, Novak Djokovic is the best player in the history of men's professional tennis. And this certainly isn't a biased statement, as though he might be on par with Federer and Nadal for Grand Slam titles. He has the lead in some other categories. He has been ranked number 1 for the greatest number of weeks. It is apparent that professionally, the three players are almost equally skilled and good at their game. But every time you watch a match, you get a feeling that something about Djokovic is lacking. And no, we're in no way talking about his game. It's got more to do with the fan support. For sure you might have noticed this, and if not, do you remember the 2019 Wimbledon finals? It was Djokovic against Roger Federer, and it surely was quite a thrilling match to watch. The match ended with Djokovic taking the trophy. But not many cheered for him during the trophy presentation. The crowd was largely unresponsive, as opposed to the segment where Federer was leaving the court. He received a lot of cheer from the fans. There have been similar situations in the past as well, and it clearly shows that the majority of tennis fans do not love Djokovic as much as they love Nadal and Federer. If you too are wondering, why is it so? Watch the video right to the end, as we speak about what could be the reasons for this. Novak Djokovic might not be loved by many, but dislike from fans is not the only thing. Fellow tennis player Nick Kyrgios also has some beef with him. Not fellow tennis player really considering the mutual dislike the players share. Kyrgios is never played beyond the quarterfinals of the Grand Slam since he started playing professionally in 2013, and yet he has 2 wins against Djokovic. Kyrgios has publicly criticized Djokovic and said that he cannot stand the latter. In fact, he has also said, "I've never seen anyone want to be like someone else so bad. He wants to be Roger more than he wants to be himself." That's some really messed up stuff to say, but well, that's how Kyrgios thinks. So why all this hate? Before we get into that, we'd like to tell you that Novak Djokovic is a great player, and in no way are we questioning his professionalism or character. We're simply trying to inquire into why such a great player hasn't received as much popularity as his counterparts, if not more. Even off-court, Djokovic has done a lot of good stuff, especially for the people of his country, Serbia. As a result, he is well loved by the Serbians for his philanthropic activities in addition to his professional prowess, his personal beliefs of medicine. If there's anything that a sports person gives more importance to than practice, it is health. We all know the rigid diets they follow to stay fit and active. At the same time, in case their health worsens, most sports persons resort to the modern-day healthcare system to help them heal themselves quickly. But we cannot say the same for Djokovic. He believes that the body is self-healing, and outside intervention isn't all that necessary. This belief in itself hasn't caused hatred among the public. It's his behavior that has stemmed from this belief, which has led to widespread dislike. Recently, he was deported back from Australia as he wasn't vaccinated for COVID-19. Taking the vaccine is a personal choice, and the Australian government did receive some amount of backlash for this, but it was Djokovic who received as much criticism for not taking the vaccine as well. Then he also has a huge stake in a biopharmaceutical company that is finding the cure for COVID-19. The scientific community finds the fundamentals on which the company is working quite questionable, something almost on the lines of a scam. And of course, let's not forget the whole elbow surgery which Djokovic was so much against. While everyone could see that his game was getting compromised due to him delaying the surgery, Djokovic was stubborn, but thankfully he finally got the surgery. He said, "I was trying to avoid getting on that table because I am not a fan of surgeries or medications." Now that's his choice, but not many seemed happy with it. However, there's one thing about which we have massive respect for Djokovic. He's a fighter. Despite all the criticism he has received, he has always emerged as the number 1. Imagine the amount of courage it takes to smile at the crowd that isn't cheering for you. That's something we think Djokovic really needs appreciation for: his determination and his courage. Let's consider the second reason why he might not be as popular as the other 2 seasoned players: Djokovic's outbursts on court. Skill might help a sports person to achieve the target, but the spirit of sportsmanship decides how he will achieve the target and his reaction to whatever happens on the court or on the field. To be honest, Djokovic's spirit of sportsmanship is quite lacking, at least in court and on screen. We've seen his outbursts with the umpires, haven't we? And nobody appreciates a sore loser. It's quite rare to see Federer or Nadal lose their composure during and after a match. However, seeing Djokovic frustrated isn't something new to us. And this attitude of his has really hindered a lot of sports enthusiasts from supporting him. On the other hand, players like Nadal do acknowledge publicly the plus points of their opponents and appreciate them. But even in that case, this reason only cannot be valid enough for all the dislike he has received or all the favoritism the other two players have received from the fans over Djokovic. So what else is the reason for this widespread dislike? The unwelcome newcomer. Now this is quite a topic for debate, and we'd like to know your views on this one, but since Federer and Nadal were the OG rivals, the entry of a new rival was not welcomed well by the fans. Federer versus Nadal. That's something every tennis fan has looked forward to watching, telling us a more thrilling experience than watching a game between these two. So back in 2008, during the Australian Open when Djokovic won the trophy after a heated match with Tsonga, it was like a lion cub entering the wild and trying to dominate. Somehow, this probably didn't settle well with the fans. It's almost as if he disturbed the legendary Federer-Nadal rivalry that fans enjoyed watching, and that made him the villain for no actual fault of his. However, as we mentioned before, this is only our speculation. Tennis fans, please feel free to correct us in the comment section if you feel that our opinions aren't correct. The Balkan affair. According to Serbian fans, and mind you, this conclusion is strictly based on what the Serbian fans have told us, we're not stereotyping anyone here. The Balkans enjoy celebrating the smallest wins. Though this jolly attitude is quite positive and good, people who are unfamiliar with it or have a different belief might not like witnessing the overjoyous and excited little celebration. Djokovic is as vocal about his wins as he is about his losses. His little dance, that are considered cute by some, might be considered as arrogant and attention-seeking by others. Another thing is being straightforward. You might have noticed how straightforward Djokovic is about his opinions and beliefs. He doesn't feel the need to butter up anything, even for the media. Again, this behavior might come off as arrogant for some people. Serbian fans, are we correct with this assumption of ours? Do let us know in the comments section below. Overall, we feel that the hatred that he has received from a lot of people has to do with the fact that his beliefs and behaviors don't align with that of the majority people in the society. Additionally, at times, due to his straightforward and blunt nature, he might come off as rude while he is speaking his mind. Similarly, some of his actions also do come off as arrogant while he's just venting or celebrating. Yet, nobody can deny the fact that Novak Djokovic is one of the greatest tennis players of all time, and like it or not, his legacy will remain. With this, we have come to the end of our video. If you enjoyed watching this video, do like and share it. Subscribe to our channel for more sports-related content and press the bell icon so that you never miss an update.